This realm is...
Alright. Well, I do some domains first for better artifacts. Then I can go to Spiral Abyss.
If you ever...
Oh, I don't know if that's important, that's the question. I make it more for Chi-Chi. So let me go over here. This also gives me an opportunity to get something better for Barbara as well. Hey, what's up, Dylan? Bringing Dea out because she's the only character I need her friendship with. Spiral Abyss, I'm not sure how this one's going to play out. If it's going to be more annoying than the other ones or not. I guess I'm going to have to wait and see after this. I got to do this 5 times to get better artifacts, and then I'm going to see what I'm up against. The volume was also turned on 10 earlier because I am currently working on the chasm, like the outside chasm event. I'm going to put custom music over that, so I don't have to do that this stream. This guy though, see here, I'm going to pick. Okay. Gonna have this phone charging while I'm doing this. And I could choose other characters, but you know, right now, I'd rather pick these guys.
No time to lose.
Fuse assisted really have paper. Oh yeah, I saw that video. I even put on that link with that BS thing, because that should not have happened. It's like he did that at the right he did that solely to fight you again. Because he really shouldn't have did that.
One with nature. You can run, but you can't hide. Wind Strider.
I'll settle this. Stand with me.
Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me. You're mine. Yeah, yeah.
You can't beat this game. You really saw it, didn't you? Oh, my day is probably even more effective healer than a Barbara, which is impressive. Well, maybe there's other comments on the phone. Not sure how much I missed. Well, but first, what if I say, okay, hold on, you're getting locked for sure. I like that one. This one not so much. Look, it was literally the last looking situation. Oh. You said that's so cool. You're talking about the you're talking about that community post I sent, which is literally just a Stone Cold Stunner. For Discord, I just pretty much put a link up on every time Stone Cold Stunner the Rock.
Riptide. Into the wind. Gloves off.
Out of my way.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves adorn my.
Our bond is strong.
You can run.
Good tackle. You look at them bringing out out here. You look at picking child right now.
Yep.
But don't worry, he's coming. But don't worry, he's definitely going to be a star of this. Believe me. Oh yeah, you're talking about the intro. Because it showed you how much of a menace they were, but they had to jump everybody to beat them. Nope. Crit rate. I may have a use for you. I may have a use for that one. So I gotta do this another 3 times. And then I gotta go to the Spiral Abyss, see how hard that is. And then I gotta do the Windblume ending because again, like the thing ends in like 3 if not 4 days. So I need to hurry it up. Which is why I'm doing it now.
Into the wind. Who's next?
I'll settle this.
Let's get it on!
You asked for it.
Riptide!
Buckle up.
Tidal wave!
You said so you're betting those annoying wolves? Yeah, well those wolves have nothing against Cookie and Dea because Dea, as long as she's at 40% health, she starts to regen her health back. As for Cookie, as long as they have less health, she does more healing. 45k apiece. You can't kill these guys. And I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers, that those wolves do not show up for Spiral Abyss. They're already annoying enough as it is. Attack variant. Well, if that one keeps buffing attack percentage, then I can put that on Chi-Chi. If I can get something that has a lot of health, then I can put that on Barbara. But I want Barbara to have a lot of health. Because right now, as it stands, my Dea actually has more health than my Barbara. Which is actually impressive. See, right now it's almost 40k.
Stand with me. Out of my way.
The wind knows it. Clouds high. The birds come. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Look alive.
Into the wind.
Gloves off.
Wind strike.
Our bond is strong.
Who's next?
Alright, how many more condensed resin do I have? Okay, so this one, and then I need to do this one more time. Yeah, you're talking about the force form freezer quote. Oh, wait, hold on. We might be onto something. Bingo. I think I did it actually. But just to be on the safe side of things, despite the fact that I did, in fact, get what I wanted, I still want to be on the safe side of things. I'm going to do this one more time to see if I do get another healing bonus one, but has better substats. But the healing bonus one is really actually all I was aiming for, because as you can see right now, I'm going to cheat you real quick if I can find her. Hey, Chi-Chi. She's missing this artifact right here. So that's what I was really aiming for, was this right here. So she can get the 4-piece set. The only thing is, it has to have attack percentage as the next stat. I don't care about crit damage or crit rate or anything, because as long as she's healing, she can generate a bubble that doesn't scale off of anything like that. It's just that as much as she heals, then the bubble will do more damage. And the max cap would be 30k, but sometimes you can do superconduct and actually do more damage.
I'll settle this.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my... You can run, but you can't hide. Bring it on. Riptide.
Stand with me. Buckle up. Lightning terrified.
Tidal wave.
Like, I could literally fight you forever a day, you can't kill her. She's gonna keep gaining her health back if you even drain it low. How about that? People have literally beaten bosses without pressing a single button. Like, they literally be AFK for like 18-20 minutes and beat a boss. Oh my god. You know, that pyro damage would most definitely help for the other set, but you know what? Maybe. This may work. I don't know who I'm gonna put that on now. Maybe somebody who already has a 2-piece or 4-piece set on them. Are you finished? Wait, the best move. Yeah, I actually remember Frieza saying that one of the times that I fought him in the Breakers, and he wound up losing. And for some reason, like a lot of Frieza players are incredibly cocky in that game. Like Frieza and Vegeta. Cell, that was on and off. Boo, I'm not even sure what to say about that one. Okay, right now, so right there I check notification because, like usual, the message notification is turned off. So there isn't the black screen that's bothering me, unless it's a party invite. Yeah. I have a question about Mortal Kombat 11. Oh, sure. With the high level play with him with Tony still lost. Oh, yeah, hell. But yes, what was your question about Mortal Kombat 11? Okay, so every artifact that's good I'm gonna lock. Or any of that I might use. I completed the test your luck towers, all of them. It says I like more difficulty, but it doesn't give me the option to put it on. Oh, for test your luck towers, it's like as long as you complete, I think, that tower, then you unlock the brutal. Sometimes for no, to unlock brutal difficulty, you have to have I think, like a certain amount of points. It's kind of like the other towers in Towers of Time, whereas you have to accumulate a certain amount of points to unlock brutal difficulty. Now, sometimes in Texture Luck Towers, they will give you a randomized like good luck, which will give you a score multiplier, or sometimes they'll say bad luck and you actually lose points sometimes. It's randomized, which is exactly why they actually have an augment called I think it's like Rabbit's Foot, whereas it increases your chances of having good luck after you complete the tower. You can put it on. It should be the Oh, if you talk, okay, so it says you unlocked it. So afterwards, once you do test your luck again, once you reset the tower, then when you go back to that tower, then you should be able to press the start button to do brutal difficulty. Because right now, as it stands for that particular test your luck tower, you can only do it once, unless you reset the tower, like after using one of the keys. And of course, you can unlock multiple keys by doing either the beginning tower, which actually doesn't cost anything, or you can do it from other towers, such as like the coin tower or like the soul fragment towers and stuff. I reset the tower, but I never completed it before. Okay, this time I did. Okay, but yeah, like it. But remember, you unlock brutal difficulty for that particular tower. So, if I were to do, let's say, the heart one, and I did the one that has like 4, and I completed it and got the points for it, that says a lot brutal difficulty, then the next time that I were to reset it and go back to it, then that particular tower I should have brutal difficulty on. Because again, it's not so much as beating it as it is getting a certain amount of points. You say you can't press option? Hmm. So that's a glitch? Okay. Well, I never had a glitch before, so I wouldn't know what to tell you about that. But for the most part, when I do stuff, it's like after I complete it and get the points for it, then I get the brutal difficulty. And all brutal difficulty is for those particular towers, despite the fact that it's harder, you have a chance of getting. Okay, so for the towers that have 4 people, one of those 4 people have a chance to get a lucky blow augment. Depending on where you are, then you get a better one. Like for example, like the beginner one, you'll get level 1. Whereas if you do the hard one, which is the hardest, where they have the most health, you'll get level 4. And then if you do the Test Luck Towers where it's only a single opponent, then you'll get a Luckality augment. Which that one is a small chance of your brutality triggering when you're doing like a certain move. You don't have to, for example, like even if I were to say Liu Kang, one of his one of his one of his requirements to do his brutality is to do the flying kick 10 times and then finishing him off with the flying kick. But if you had Luckality on, there's a random chance that no matter when, you don't even have to get the requirements to do it. It might be a brutality. Pretty much it. And the thing is, with the Luckality and lucky blows and stuff, when you do, it's for one of the people in that tower. So if you're fighting, let's say the order was, let's say, Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Scorpion, and let's say Shang Tsung, then you'll get a lucky blow augment for one of those 4 characters. And after you beat it, of course, you unlock some of their stuff. crit damage. I mean, it might work, but let's see this one. The comments about the metallic players. No, recharge. Okay, so see here, when I put up the Immortal Freezer's losing video, that player took a huge L. Yeah, that miss. It's like, I don't know why. It's like when people think that they're immortal, they automatically have the match won. But here's the thing, they should, because their main focus is literally the super time machine, because that's literally the only way they can lose if they don't disconnect. So for people to lose with immortality when the super time machine is actually like barely even like finished, means you actually deserve that L. I don't know why people are so like cocky as to think that they just have everything wrong trying to find everybody. Like, they can do that afterwards. Oh yeah, this one. Is there anything else I missed? Someone talked about the super power attack. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well I get recharge. That one may or may not work. The only way I can tell is, you know, I'm gonna have to do Small Abyss. Mainly because I want to see what other artifacts I get, what other stuff I can get for my characters. Now again, the max amount of privileges I can get for this is 600. If I do this, getting all 36 stars in 2 weeks, then I can get 1200, and that will put me in a spot where I can likely get a character or weapon that I made once. However, the closest banner I'm on is the
desert's a tough adversary.
Yeah, I like you, but not now. I'm talking. But the closest banner I think I have to get to gold is the standard banner, because I'm 70 pulls in. They just do have a confidence if I want to start smarting. So to be fair, is other offensive player, not the one who was kill hungry. Because if they wish for immortality later on in the match, like let's say when the super time machine is, say, well, 60% of the way, then yeah, they're still, like, even though it is a bit tough to fight them, you can still beat them. It's just when they unlock immortality early on and lose that it becomes a bigger issue, because they shouldn't have that happening. Wait a minute. After a character's health decreases, all party members will gain damage of 8%. You could, like, this is literally a godsend to all Shao mains. Same thing with Dea. But, you know what, let's see who I'm fighting here. Okay, these guys, I've already beaten these guys multiple times. What's in this one? Doesn't seem to be different so far. Well, no. Hold on. These guys again? I think Scorpion and... freaking hate those enemies. Why do you keep putting them in this thing? The mirror made... So basically nothing but the Fatui. And then we have this one again. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to bring Ganyu for this one. And then they brought back this stupid ostrich and a hydro hypostasis that I'm definitely gonna have to... Wait a minute. Yeah, Ganyu's definitely being in the second half. I knew you were gonna be an enemy in this thing. That freaking Frostfall Abyss hero. You're getting deluged. Just so you know that. The Magu. What is it with this game putting in the Magu Kenki in this thing? I swear they keep putting in this enemy. At least it's one this time. And who are you? The Black Serpent Knight, freaking Rock Breaker axe. I'm gonna have to know it. Hold on, give me a second while I adjust my eyeglasses, because I need to make sure I'm seeing this right. Alright. Did they really put that Sumeru boss in there? At level 100. You know, I'm gonna have to, I forget 36 star on this time. I have to do that off stream. Oh man, okay, this is gonna suck, but let me bring out random people for this one. Because obviously somebody thought it was funny to do that. Like somebody in the back got jokes for some reason putting in these enemies. Who else I want to put in there? Kazuha in here. Again, it doesn't matter what order I do it in right now. There's yeah, like a healer or something. It's just in case. Despite the fact I know I'm not in any real danger, I still want to still want to bring one just to be sure. But who in their bright mind thought it was funny to put those enemies in there? Oh, but Spiral Abyss. Oh, yeah, David, you're gonna love this Spiral Abyss. You thought the last one was terrible. Huh? You see here, he wasn't in the video, as that much happened sometime uploading more Freezer Plays in video. Speaking of breakers, since I'm clearing space for that particular game, a video I'm working on right now for that is literally just all the unused clips for Season 1, since there's a couple of them. It's going to range to be about 30 minutes long. Alright.
Nice and spicy. Eat this! I'm going in!
Cyclone!
Because,
Fracture!
alright, okay. Yeah, because here's the thing, I actually was going to do a video with all the unused clips from both Season 1 and 2, but I figured I could just do Season 1, and then as for the Season 2 unused ones I can use for intros, and maybe that's like filler before the actual video gets kicking off.
Truth hurts! Confess! Bring it on!
You're not beating Hazel. Freaking hilarious he was thinking that. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do Season 1 stuff. Because again, I was gonna transition to it, but the thing is, as I already said, the video itself is gonna be about 30 minutes. And that's with cutting a bunch of stuff.
Our bond is strong.
New punch as one with wind and cloud.
Shudder.
Who next?
Crush. Freeze to the core.
I'll be back. A new punch.
New punching back, come on.
More speed. Out of my way. Stand with me.
Who's next? You won this one. Lucky today. You can run, but you can't hop.
Touche.
It's not gonna hurt me.
Beg for mercy. Crush.
I'll be back.
Even my video where it showed how frustrating this class Boo Raider, it's no wonder Popovich and Fat Boo are getting beat so much. I mean, Fat Boo stands way more of a chance than Spopovich, but even so, Spopovich is literally trash in that game. I can't even say it's low accurate because I'm not going to downplay Vidal like that. Because Vidal's actually a competent fighter. Him, he was just durable, that's all it was. It's the same thing, kind of like... I don't want to really compare him to Raccoon, but Raccoon is like, his was like a test of endurance when he fought Vegeta.
Hamisato Ata. Suiyu.
Everybody stand!
Yeah, he probably zero pain.
Cyclone! Truth hurts!
You're toast!
Confess!
Let's light it up!
Be still.
Alright. Was it was because of my control? Yeah, because Babadook's magic powered him up to the point where they didn't really feel a lot of pain. I'm not really sure about Vegeta though. Because his, I guess, he just kind of rivaled Super Saiyan 2. As for Yambu, I kind of forget what his fighting capabilities are, if he had any at all. I know Spopovich did most of the fighting, though he went overboard. Nappa's also a better, because Spopovich outside of power scaling. She kicked this man's head backwards, but this man thinks... Yeah, it goes to show just how powerful she actually is, and how durable he was. It's just... See, that's why when Spopovich gets his behind, I put that on my thumbnails and stuff, because I have yet to use, I think, like 2 if not 3 more thumbnails for that Spopovich fight.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Beg for mercy.
Crush. Riptide.
Give it a crush.
Our bond is strong.
One with nature.
Lightning, Terracotta! Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you. Yeah. More speed. Huh? Stand with me.
You're mine.
That's it. Vidal, yeah, she did win that fight, but again, he was just too durable and was powered up by Babadook's magic. Otherwise, he'd have lost that fight. But like I said before, with how things turned out, I was hoping that Gohan would either progress in the tournament to fight him and win, or just fight him outside of the tournament and beat him ultimately. But he just blew up after doing his job, which I hated.
Mind the daily.
I'm going in.
No, you can't hide from me. You can do it. My character can flip.
Bring it on!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey,
Not going anywhere. So Nappa didn't need the cells to become powerful. He didn't. Spell the Abyss is different. Yeah, I know. I saw. I say, don't worry. Like, we're gonna get there real soon.
our bond is strong.
You can run! You can't hunt here. The wind knows me.
Beg for mercy.
See, look at that. Like, how about some life? Like you're going nasty, we're gonna get there incredibly quick. Before people ask like who don't know about my characters, no, I don't have anybody like welled out. I don't have any Constellation 6 5-stars or anything. The only characters who are the only characters I have that have more than one constellation for standards, like some of them are just standard beta characters, and that's literally because of the trash luck I have when I pull for other characters. Ooh, what do you do with that damage? With that one, I don't know. I guess I just got lucky with the crit damage, I guess. I don't know about this one. But yeah, here's the thing. I have good weapons, but none of my characters have a lot of constellations on them, with the exception of characters like D-Loop. Because again, when I'm trying to pull for characters like, let's say, who don't I have? Oh yeah, like biggest case in point. What's her name? Yelan. I wound up getting D-Luke, losing the 50-50, and now he's a C3. He's been showing up often, believe me. Same thing with Jean. Like she's on the same constellation as she is. And the only character I think that's banner character who I actually have more than one constellation with is someone who I didn't even ask for, which is Shao, because I was trying to build up Pity, and after like the second temple I got another thing for him. And I don't even use him like that. See here, Spopovich basically wasted his life and got blown up by Bobbity, even though Spopovich did exactly what he was told. Which is exactly why I say he should have lost to someone else, like one of the Z fighters. We'll bring Day out, because why not? As for this one, I'm gonna bring the physical team out for this one. So I'm gonna need Sinian. So I can find her. Alright. And that's for this team. I'm gonna need Kaza for this one. But again, I do stuff in a particular order. Again, right now I'm not too focused on time because again, like, as powerful as some of my characters are, I don't really need to pay attention to the clock. Because again, I could bring out a character like Ayato or Child, but I want to give Daya and some other characters some screen time too. He's expecting them both to die to Gohan. Again, it's like, there were so many factors that came into play as to why Majin Buu even was hatched anyway. It was a lot of people's faults. Like, no one can say it was Piccolo's fault because he got spit on prior to that.
Teamwork is strength! Power core! Freeze to the core! Rack and ruin! Shred till I'm dead! I'll settle this! I'm going in! Feel the beat! Shudder! Beg for mercy. Crush! Eye for an eye! Power core!
Oh, she has the wrong weapon. The only person getting energy like that because right now she has the defense weapon and not the
Beg for
recharge
mercy.
one. I can still make do with it though, because she'll do more damage and have a more durable shield, I guess.
Shudder.
Yeah, you thought you were fine, didn't you? Not going anywhere. See here, while Spopovich and Yamu did get energy to a vibe boost, Spopovich only claimed the film was beating up a high school girl. Like, Spopovich was probably pushing 50, beating up somebody that was like 18. Spopovich obviously won because he's part of my body. He still gets behind with his infinity pain. Because he could have ended it, but I guess he wanted to go overboard because even Yamu was getting tired of it. This is an actual hell. I post part 2 on Saturday because I got doing St. Patrick's Day. Okay. I'm full of consolation on Kala. I just want Dea. Dea's decent. People think she sucks because she doesn't do as much damage as other characters during her burst, but people have to realize that it's a collective burst. Like even if, because a lot of people say that, oh, you know, she's terrible, because they're comparing her to characters like Yelan and Hu Tao and stuff. But if you look at someone like Deluxe Burst, like non-elemental reaction, it'll be something like 30-40k or something like that. Of course it'll do much more on melt and stuff, but if you look at Dea, even if every punch in her burst was, let's say, 8k, you can do up to like, I think like 10, not 11 punches, which would actually be twice as much of Deluxe actual burst damage. And that's not, and again, that's not with elemental reactions. Now, granted, she doesn't really have huge multipliers in some of her stuff, which is why it takes some time to beat certain characters. But with her, she's the only character in this game that can go AFK and beat bosses. She's strongly good. And I actually do like picking Dea. As for Kale, I have what, constellation? I think it's like constellation like 2 if not 3. People say not to pull on this banner, but I was like, you know what, I want Dea. I know that my luck is trash in the standard banner, so I'm not going to pull for over there. I'll pull for here. If I do get a standard banner later, then that'd be good, because the health would be over 40k at that point.
Let the show be.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The bird.
Look alive! Who asked for it?
One with nature.
You're toast! Nice and spiky! Oh, hi. Yeah. Oh, hi. I'll protect us.
Yeah, I got bubble damage, buddy. You're not doing anything with that. Heck, I need some black characters in Genshin Impact. I think there's only like, in terms of female, I think there's only like 2. There's Dea and then there's Sinyan. I remember people were arguing about Kaya.
That's close enough.
Teamwork is trick! Feel the beat! Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you.
I'm about to take all this damage. Told you. And now it's out of the burst.
Crush.
I'm gonna have to use, but I'm definitely gonna have to use Eula on Madukenki, because there's no way I'm letting him live. Yeah, Demon, you heard that correctly. He back.
Let the show begin.
The wind knows it.
Buckle up. You're dead meat. I'll protect us.
Again, well, for me at least, Floors 9 and 10 aren't too big of an issue since I have a lot of characters leveled up. It's when floor 11 and 12 comes in that I'm going to have to get serious and actually strategize a lot. We'll do master by 80 because why not?
Well. Everybody stand. Time to rock. Shut up. More speed. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye. More speed. I'm going in. I'll settle this. Stand with me. Shut up. Protective.
If I had brought it out to you, you'd have been dead. But again, you said Genshin Impact plus Flank was crispy. Yeah, you see, here's the thing. I actually had friends who actually played this game on the phone, I believe, and their phone starts to overheat like incredibly quickly. So when I saw that meme on YouTube, I just couldn't help but to put that on Discord. And there was two memes. One of them was, I think it was like a nuclear explosion with their phone plus Genshin, while as the other one, somebody downloaded it on his old Samsung, and everybody was talking about how he made like a portable bomb.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Over here.
Yeah, it's your turn now.
You asked for it. Look alive. Hi.
You got your behind work. You had no excuse for that one. You smell something on your phone? See, that's precisely the reason why I don't have that game downloaded on my phone. Oh, so like the last thing I want, like, I was starting way too many meals on it, and the thing is, my phone as it is can't handle some stuff. So for it to handle a game like Genshin Impact, it would probably explode on the startup screen. Again, this particular event, this Viable Crystal Verification, I'm only doing that, I think, off stream. Actually, you know what, hold on, for one. Before I go any further, now I'm gonna need Kazuha to be support now. So I'm gonna need a switches artifact for this one. Because again, like, both of these I use for him. One of them is for DPS, and usually when I'm doing boss runs, because sometimes when I'm fighting bosses and people go down, I need to be able to take them on. While the one on the right is me during when I'm doing Spell of the Abyss and stuff, where I have to do the max amount of mastery to give everybody else a buff, which is what I'm going to be doing for floors 11 and 12. These two can stay the same. And right now, I would bring out Sucrose, I would. But as it stands, she's missing an artifact, this one, because it needs to be mastery at the end. The one she did have before had trash subsets in there. And even so, even without that 180 mastery or some other substats, I've actually picked her some other stuff and she still does fine support. Alright, here we go. Power damage bonus. Hydrostasis. Why is this thing even here? So, okay, so now active. No. Alright, here we go. Oh, actually, hold on. Child temporary switch. Bring Ganyu out. I need to bring... This is going to be a bit tricky. Hold on. So I need to bring... I need Eula. This guy. I'm also going to have to bring... you and who else? There's a lot of people here. I need to be careful, but my focus is this guy right here. This last one. A fire character. I may have to bring Bennett. As for this one, I would love to bring a character like, what's his name? Ayato or something like that, but I can't because this whole thing is Hydra on the bottom. So he's gonna have to take a break. I'm also gonna need Noelle for the shielding for some annoying parts. So as soon as I can find you, there we are. I'm thinking about maybe instead of Bennett I can bring Kazu for this part. And then I can put Noelle on the bottom. Because again, do stuff in a particular order. Alright. Most of the damage we're gonna have to do is Ganyu. I don't pick her too often, but she's gonna have to get the job done. Because for the most part when I picked her, I believe this was around the time where I needed a reliable ice character to fight the Hydro Fatui guy. No, not the fat one. I'm talking about the Abyss Herald. I'm talking about him. So the fat guy I can take care of extremely well. I think I'm usually for the most part when I fight him, I just use Fischl. So what's the hard part? Oh, we're getting there.
Enshroud!
Lightning terrified! Beg for mercy. Flood of frost. Rack and ruin.
Clouds high. The birds come. One with the forest. Isle of Root.
Crush. Shudder. I condemn you.
Stupid enemies.
Enshroud.
Well, at least this guy's a lower
Let's
level.
nip that in the bud.
Our bond is
Still
strong.
doesn't mean that these enemies are still annoying now.
Crush.
Probably should button well for this part.
Shudder. I'll settle this.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Crush. Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin. More speed.
The wind knows me.
You know, you're lucky that my anti-Naru's talents are like 4. If I actually decide to level them up thoroughly, you actually would have been got killed.
Shudder. Beg for mercy. I condemn you.
Damage that you take. Damn. That's why I hate that enemy. Both of them. And they keep bringing these guys back like I like it as enemies or something.
Next on the agenda. All hail. No touch. Nice
Time to go to work.
Your turn. Teamwork is dreamwork. Leave it all to me.
Let's end this now. Will again.
We're way born of ice and frost.
Why is there 3 of them? You wonder why I brought Ganyu along.
Access denied. Glaze over. As a good knight should.
Yeah, you probably thought you were going to be in the well, didn't you? Well, I gave her a new artifact yesterday. I put it on one of the PlayStation chats as well. But yeah, floors 11 and 12, if you don't have the right characters, or depending on what happens, like, it could be a huge headache. Fortunately, I was able to pull for some of these characters, like, when they came out. So now I gotta do... a skill, or should I do... I'll do them at the skill.
Can't see.
Dissipate.
Crisp. One with nature.
Shut up.
We've only just begun.
Beg for mercy.
Into the wind.
Lightning.
Clouds high. The birds call. It's like I went too far. Let's nip that in the butt. Where do you think you are?
Crush. Vengeance will be mine.
Well, this is annoying already.
Eye for an eye.
The wind knows me.
Can't even move. We're getting frozen every 2 seconds.
Stand with me. Shudder. Mirror image. One after another.
One with the forest.
Out of my
Yeah,
one after
Wind strider.
Her Majesty's gift.
okay, now I'm getting really annoyed now.
Can't see.
Look at this nonsense. Can't go nowhere.
I'll uproot you. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with nature.
And why do they keep on running away from me?
Out of my way. Our bond is strong. Crush.
Follow the wind.
Shudder. Freeze to the core. Rack and ruin.
One down.
Stand with me.
One with the forest.
I keep walking into bubbles for some reason. It's not even like as hard as annoying.
Let's nip that in the
Every
butt.
time I wanted to produce something, this thing showed up. No, I'll just fight you first.
Our bond is strong.
Can't see.
Out of my sight. Crush.
Well, I'll deal with her in the back a little bit.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Eye for an eye. Winter.
Dang, that was only the first part. You are freaking lucky I didn't bring D-Loop. I would have I'm not gonna lie, I actually would have been hit that bubble entire time.
Everybody stand! Eat this! Steady as born of ice and frost. No touching. This is long overdue. As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me. I'm going in! Born of ice and frost. I'll catch up. Yep. Race you! Access denied. Come on, focus. No touching.
These enemies.
Let's light it up.
Okay, I got enough time so I can get the house back to this. Okay. Ooh, man. They really do find new ways to annoy me in this game. Let me check something. Nothing there. Alright. Dang, I didn't save any of the burst for this stupid part. But you know what? I know how to beat this guy. Because all I have to do is use quicken and he can daze himself afterwards.
Stand with me.
One with the forest.
Lightning terrified. This way. Shut up. Blood of frost. I condemn you. Yeah.
In shroud, I'll uproot you.
Beg for mercy. Stand with me.
Can't see. I hear everything.
Shut up.
Wind strike.
Okay.
All hail. You're toast. Teamwork is trick. Born of ice and frost.
Oh, I picked that up first game, dog. Oh, I thought I didn't pick up the little health thing.
No touching.
There, should I give him a chance right now?
I must leave no stone. Boba, get them. Time to clean up. Born of ice and frost.
This is wasting too much time. Hurry up, come on now.
No touching.
It's just by itself time. What the heck is this?
Next up, born of ice ice and frost.
I have to retry this thing. This thing wasted too much time. Now what's the next boss they're gonna bring up again?
The bond is strong.
One with the forest.
Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye.
He didn't crit.
Out of my way.
Enshroud. Let's nip that in the bud.
Dissipate.
Crush.
Stand with me.
One with the...
Shudder. Dissipate.
I hear everything. Keep up.
Wind strike. Beg for mercy. Flood of frost.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay.
Steady as everybody stand. Eat this. Blaze over.
There we go.
I must leave no no touching.
That's better. This artifact is terrible. Like this artifact is no. This artifact is terrible too. Hydro damage bonus on an animal damage bonus 2-piece set with defense percentage. Literally, there are no characters that are both animal or hydro scaling for defense. So this artifact is garbage. Can't tell me otherwise. Alright, before we get to the next part, let me look at my artifacts. Is it gonna give me crit damage? Because if it does, then I'll keep it. No, I can't keep it. Give me mastery. Again, I'm a very tough person when it comes to certain artifacts. Most of the artifacts are kind of hard to please. So. I already read that one. Nice try on stream. Maybe she can sacrifice a little bit of health for this one. So, Layla, how would you like a little bit of a damage boost? Besides, she already has enough health. But yeah, for the most part, I want to lower this one to see where it all goes. 3 of them, huh? It has to be crit damage. If it does something like recharge, it's going in the garbage bin for sure. What did I just say? I just said you'd be going in the garbage bin if you leveled that one up. Into the bin you go. I end with this healing bonus one. Bit disappointed, but we'll go with it. Okay, let's boost her attack again. Despite the fact that I hate that it's flat, at least Chi-Chi can use something now. So where are you? Okay, now you get your sets back. Except for this one. I hate that defense 21%. So there's a couple of stuff about some artifacts I have that I can't stand. That is one of them. Oh, actually, speaking of stuff I can't stand, where's Amber at? And no, I'm not talking about her as a character, because I like her as a character. It's an artifact you had that's god-awful. Yeah, this one right here. That one's awful. She doesn't deserve this artifact. No one does. So I'm gonna boost power damage bonus. If it buffs flat attack multiple times, it's going in the bin. I'm gonna pretend our artifact doesn't exist. Let me visit a comment because apparently the right side of my screen didn't show it. I always use her pup, including those annoying wolves. Yeah, there's a couple of people that you can distract the wolves with. You can use Tainari and his elemental skill. You can use Amber and her Baron Bunny. You can use Mona. You can use Ganyu. There's someone else you can use. Who was it though? Oh. Little characters that can actually distract enemies and stuff. So again, there's Amber. There is... Jesus Christ. There really isn't. Yeah, there's Mona. Ganyu. don't think Goro's, not Goro's, I don't think Ito's distracts enemies, it's just he throws a bull at you. Yeah, there's Tainari. And then, is that really it? I guess that might be it. You bleed, yeah, because the wolves, yeah, like they not only eat through shields, but they start hurting other people as well. Okay, now this is where the tough part comes. Because now I'm going to be fighting these guys. You'd think the last one was bad, now I'm going to have to bring D-Luke out. The Frostfall one. Yeah, this is going to be a fire one. Maybe we... This is the first time I have to bring Eula and another fire character. Actually, wait a minute. No. I have Bennett. Just thought about something. I was gonna say, like, I can just use Bennett's burst. And I can do power damage that way. Just gotta think. Now we got this one. We have these guys. I'm gonna have to bring out the, I'm got to bring up my one team of Yato and them. I'll tell you, I need Kazuha, I need a heal. Okay, so I'm gonna need Kazuha and I need a healer. I'll think about the healer in a second, but for now, Ganyu. Oh. So how would you like an upgrade, Fischl? Also, 3 transfers on the way on March the 18th. Okay, so 2 days from now. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, Fischl's gonna get a temporary buff. I can't use Ganyu, I can't use, well, actually, no, I can use Ganyu, but I gotta be accurate with it. I'm not exactly like everybody else with C6 Ganyu and whatnot, because it's simple over. Let's see here, now we need... Okay, but for this one, where is she? Nope, almost forgot. Daniel, I almost forgot again. Okay, that's better. Now Sinyan has her artifact that she can keep, not artifact, a weapon that she can give me more energy with. So now, after like the 4th time going to this screen, we have Eula, we have Fischl, Bennett, and we're gonna have, where are you? There. So now we have our physical team. Against the Frostfall, again I'm gonna have to use Bennett for that one. As for this team, this is gonna be the standard team. Of you. I need a healer and I need a healer and Kazuha. I may have to use Cookie. Now where's Kazuha? Okay. I gotta really strategize now. If I didn't get enough practice against these enemies in the outer world, I'm gonna have a lot of practice over here. And I'm going to hate every second of it. Because it's one thing to try to fight these guys in the outer world, trying to level up characters like, who was it? Like Faruzan, I think she uses it for. But for this part, it's going to be incredibly tough because I don't fight this boss often. We'll do this one.
You are not coming as foretold.
Go in! Feel the beat! Shut up! Vengeance will be mine! I condemn you!
The eternal awaits long lasts.
Everybody stand!
As you wish, me. How regret.
Beg for mercy. I stop. We go. Let's light it up. Time to rock. Shudder. Odds for flood of frost. More speed. Power core. Amp it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Midnight Venta.
Okay, it's a good thing I brought Bennett. See, this is why I C6 Bennett. Other people hate the fact that C6 Bennett exists and stuff. Now, I'm hoping that when another update comes along, I'm hoping that there's a way to, I guess, retract constellations. So this way, when you unlock a constellation, you can choose whether or not you want to keep it. Why we keep it? Like you can like activate or deactivate it. I'm hoping that comes in the future, so people who do certain runs can compare certain stuff better, rather than having to stick with what they got. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna need you to I'm gonna need you to pull through for us.
The depths beckon.
Nice and spicy.
Well, I'm waiting on y'all. Come on now.
Care for a dance?
Right.
Clouds dance with me. Birds call. One with nature. Let's end this now.
Not done yet. I'm getting sick of this.
Into the wind.
Curtain. Dead with me.
How about two of you?
Be still. Kamisato art.
No, it ain't. Because remember, because the thing is, to get the stars, like I have to do it all in 3 minutes. It's very likely I'm gonna have to give this thing another run.
Our bond is strong. Nice and spicy.
Because again, it's one thing to beat it, it's one thing to beat it on time.
Adorn my night.
Eat this. Dissipate.
Fine.
Our bond is strong. Beginners attack
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Stand with me. I'll settle this.
So, okay, so for this part, I'm gonna need Lisa. I'm also going to need to... Okay, so while I'm fighting, I need to watch my burst.
Our bond is strong.
I wish I could throw a twitch up right now. Because the thing is, I'm trying to get this thing done on time while simultaneously keeping my burst for the next part. Because again, like this is tough. Like it only gets more annoying.
Into the wind.
Stand with me.
I can't even. This one's like I can't even use Ayaka because he's a Hydro character.
Wind strike.
Okay. Okay, I just need to heal now.
wind is strong.
Trying to heal, but your monkey behind in the way. Okay, I got 2 stars. So for that particular part, I may need to take out Ayato. Again, I would need someone like Lisa, or I would need someone like a Dendro character to make the cores and stuff to do Burgeon with. But yeah, as for the element of water, like the best thing to use against them, from what I know, is Electro or Cryo. Pyro's decent, but not as good as those 2. Okay, now we got this part.
By royal decree. Ha! Everybody stand, feel the beat. Ha! Yeah, crush. Ha! Ha! Try till I'm dead. Eye for an eye. Ha! More speed. Teamwork is dreamwork. Odds reveal. Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you.
Oh, what the? Get over here. That did no damage.
Shudder.
Because it didn't crit.
I'm going in. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Eye for an eye.
Actually, hold on. Let me retry. I'm gonna try to I'm actually gonna try to get critical damage off on him because I could have already completed this stage, but it didn't give me that damage, and that's exactly what I need. I feel like I probably should have switched her weapon to Dea's weapon to get like I think like 80% crit damage, so I can do this much more efficiently.
Let's light it up. Beg for mercy. Pyrotechnics. Teamwork is strict. By royal decree. Rack and ruin. Feel the beat. Shudder. Time to rock. I'm going in.
As you wish, me.
Crush. Freeze to the core. I condemn you.
There we go.
Beg for mercy. Teamwork is strict. Try till I'm dead. Midnight fantastic. Crush. Rack and ruin.
Okay, I did much better time that time. Okay. Next part. I gotta fight these knights.
Adepts back. One with nature. Clouds high. The birds.
You're toast. Lightning jump.
Be still.
At the frying pan, it's
Cascade. Into the wind.
stand with me. Boba, get them.
It's nature.
Whoa, whoa, okay, whoa, hold on. You are huge. Hold on. Its attacks become stronger and fiercer when they hit shooter characters. Well, I can't pick Noelle for this one, now can I?
Looking for a fight?
This guy got a freaking shield too.
As one with wind and cloud.
How am I gonna get around this nonsense?
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
I'll settle this.
Be still. Into the wind. Cascade.
I had to beat him first, and then he'll start healing people. How much health do you have? Jesus Christ. You're gonna wind up dying.
Strong.
Oh, he's dead.
Be still.
Okay, those guys are a problem. Wait a minute, it's at the cost of his own health though. So maybe I have to bring in his shield character so he can die faster.
Cascade.
That guy's gonna be an issue. So it's like I had to bring a shooter character, but he'll do more damage against me, but he'll lose his own health. Do you know? I might have to retract my statement about Noelle. All right.
Let's light it up! By royal decree! I'm going in! Pyrotechnics! Shudder! Blood of frost! Eye for an eye! Amp it up!
Who's next?
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Oh, two of them?
As you wish.
Okay.
Beg for mercy. Let's light it up!
No. Okay. Oh, my health is gone.
Just watch me. Odds reveal. Shudder.
Midnight phantasm.
Crush. Freeze to the core. I condemn you. Teamwork is dreamwork.
No rest for the wicked.
Shadow Raven.
Okay, that one isn't as hard. It's just that Sinyan went down a little bit too fast. But now we have to prep ourselves for probably the most annoying part. I haven't even fought this guy and I'm already annoyed. Look at you wasting time already. I'm already annoyed. Come on now. You fight me.
You're toast. Boba, get out of my way. Our bond is strong.
Clouds high. The birds call.
What is it? Every time I go for an attack, you run off. Yeah, him, and they made a level 100.
Nice and spike. Our bond is strong.
Cascade.
Boba, get
You know what? I may have to switch his artifact setup for Ramirez.
Wind strike.
Which that's the butterfly. I hope. I don't think he does. No. I mean, if he did, I'd be very annoyed. But, you know.
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Cascade.
Nice and spicy.
Why do you have so much defense? I mean, defense. This is like adding a lot. I noticed that the numbers are a bit smaller. Was he more like resistant to Hydro or something?
Wind strike.
Yeah, he's really annoying right now. He's running away. It's not even like he's tough. He just runs off. He just runs off. And this, and remember, keep in mind, to get all the stars for Spiral of the Abyss floor 12, you have to beat this thing, as you can see on the left side, with a remaining time of 420 seconds. Basically means that clock up there in the top can't go under 7 minutes.
Fallen leaves. A door.
Nice and spicy.
And they give you the most tanky enemies.
Out of my way. Our bond is
Now
strong.
this has to be like a social experiment. Just see who gets angry. Let's see who gets the angriest doing this. I may have to bring a physical character for you in a second. Like that's how I was looking. I might have to bring a physical character for him.
Get with me.
You're playing whack-a-mole in record time. It's annoying.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call.
Out of the fry pan.
Be still.
Yeah, brilliant move, Genshin, putting in this enemy. There's no way I'm gonna experiment fighting this enemy on stream. There's no way. I'm doing that off stream. I'm gonna just collect my 5, if not 6 stars. Get the prima gems necessary. Like, because again, when you're doing it in your world, remember, it's just based on your world level, you know, and even though he runs away a lot, he's not super annoying, but for this, it's literally like they want me to go to another character and C6 a character, like to beat him you have to have a really fat wallet. That's the only way you're beating that enemy that quick. But I'll find a way to beat him in time. It's gonna take me a couple of tries, but I need to find a way. Yeah, see, I only got 5 out of 9. This one isn't even super. I mean, all of them are annoying, but still. Okay. So I need to go over here and trade in an artifact or two. And then, since I've done that, I can do the rest of the event that involves Sucrose and Kale and all them, and Sino and his funny jokes. Mainly because I want to catch his quote-unquote funny jokes on stream. See, all I do is go over there to talk to them, to see what they can say to me. Because this is the third and final part of this thing. What? Yeah, all these were terrible, I forgot. So we're going to... I'm going to trade in for this one. Either has to be crit rate with crit damage as a substat, or it has to be mastery as the main stat for category 5. It's not quite crit rates, but we'll see what this has afterwards. Because if it does have crit rate and it blows nothing but, then it has the potential to be better than the one I have right now. So I'll give it a chance. And I can't give it too much of a chance because I don't have enough artifacts. I'll get more later though, don't worry. Nice. I could probably get rid of this one actually. The other crit rate ones I have are way better. Like, take this one for example. Submoth, you just missed me Beastball Abyss, and you missed what appeared to be the most annoying one yet, because they decided to add the Sandworm from freaking Sumeru. No, in fact, hold on, let me go ahead and go over there real quick just to show you. Because somebody on the team of Hoyoverse thought it'd be funny. Because they know that when Spiral Abyss comes, you know I'm gonna be there. Every single time. So, here's what their brilliant idea was. So, we're gonna go to this one. I'm not gonna fight him again. If I do, probably wasn't like different teams. But Chamber 1, you fight the ice version of the Abyss Herald. Along with these two annoying enemies. Then you have to fight these guys on the bottom. And then you have to fight 2 of the water Abyss Heralds. Remember, you have to do this all in 3 minutes. Which basically means if you were to do all this right, you would have to beat each half in 1.5 minutes. And that's just to beat the time barely. Then we have Magukenki again. Fortunately, it's not the 3 version, it's just the 1 version. But for this one, I'm going to have to probably bring out, maybe not even the physical team. I might have to bring out, like Kazuha and Hayato in there to do that one. But then we have the new enemy here. The Black Serpent Expert. Yeah, it's like the Black Serpent. Now, here's the thing, Mark. When I saw that Frost Abyss, I knew for sure, I knew for sure he was going to be a Spiral Abyss. And then as for the Rock Breaker guy, he's new. Apparently, if you're shielded, he does more damage to you, but costs his own health. So I'm going to have to see how much damage he actually does pull off when I am shielded. Which means I might have to get another run. But maybe after I do the story. And then we have these guys. Instead of putting the guy on the bottom there as something in Chamber 1 or 2, I'm going to put him in Chamber 3 where he has the most health. The Ruin Guard and the Frost All Out Trolls are not very tough. Because again, there's 1 Ruin Guard and there's 2 Frost Storms you fight afterwards. Those guys, you just need a powerful Pyro character. So as long as you have someone like a good Diluc or a good Hu Tao, they're not too much of an issue. But it's the second half where he's just the most annoying. And he's just digging through, not even like sand or anything, he's just digging through the abyss. It makes no sense. Again, I will do that again. I will rematch him after I get this particular story thing done for the Windblume thing. Because as you see, I have 3 days to do it. Now, I've already done everything. I just need to do the actual, like this thing right here. I just need to do Act 3. That's the only thing I need to do. After I do that, then I can go ahead and rematch him. But I will be getting at least 6 out of 9 stars. But they just made him incredibly. No, let's see him put him in his hardest thing. You say you didn't do that. Yeah, but I say a lot. I've been doing that so I can build up on Primogems, because as you can see, based on just doing the event, hold on, doing this Bible revocation thing, each time you do it, if you get even 500 points, that's 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So you can get up to, let's see here, 420 Primogems as long as you have a score of 500 each and every time. So today I haven't done it yet, so I can get an additional 70 on top of the stuff I just got from Spiral Abyss, which puts me at 665. Now, if I were to do this right now, I would need twice as much. Now, I'm not going to do that right now, but still. Ducking Genshin on accident lately. You're good. Sometimes people just, sometimes people just,
used to the desert.
like some people just feel Genshin burnout and stuff because they've done a lot of stuff. But yeah, this artifact gotta go. As much as I quote unquote like it, I want to see what this one holds. Because it has to buff nothing but, based on these, nothing but attack percentage, or nothing but crit rate if it's its third category. If not, and it's something else, it's going in the bin like the other artifacts. Actually, hold on. Well, I managed to get a ×2 multiplier, but it was recharge, but fingers crossed it's something good. Remember, it has to be attack percentage, or no, it just has to be attack percentage. You didn't need to hear what I had to say. You didn't need to hear it. Believe me. Alright, back to Mondstadt. I'll do the daily commissions later. I don't need to do them right now. And right now the daily commissions are set to Leeway because there's a couple of there's a game achievement that I need to get from that storytelling thing. Because from what I know, I think in one of the passages they said they put all 3 of them in there rather than just 2 random people. Man. So you said it's like, well, leave Genshin. This artifact would make anybody want to leave Genshin. This artifact is for no one. Let me do it like this, because it buffs health more than anything. Needless to say, none of these characters scale off their health. We have mastery, we have attack. You're none. He's DPS. His is mastery. Yours is attack percentage and mastery. You're DPS. Same thing with you two. Nobody scales off of defense. Nobody scales off of health. So why they keep trying to prank me with these flat health artifacts makes me mad. And this is literally on top of the fact that I got this artifact after trading it after going through Spiral Abyss.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Nice work.
Well, The real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Because here's the thing. If you already heard or have not heard, what I wanted. So this artifact, I wanted it to be mastery. At the see, this artifact needed to be mastery as the main stat or crit rate as the main stat. Because if it was crit rate and had crit damage in it with attack percentage, then I could easily get it to a character like Jean here. Because despite the fact that this one's technically good, it's like other characters is like, because this weapon here, it needs to switch, because I wanted to give her the give Livonia, but I don't have it yet. And I'm also, in terms of the standard banner, 70 pulls in. I need 210 pulls at max to go gold.
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are.
That's very nice. Good child.
Hey, we're here!
Wait a minute.
Traveler, Paimon. Nice work.
I just did that. Oh. As much as I would love to read all these, because really I could just end it right here, but it's like I do want to get this done. Someone not swimming of lie. Okay, so that's why I read about that one. So it's already does lie sometimes. Okay, so he just doesn't lie. I don't even think that Razor is capable of lying. Alright.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world.
Maybe because I knew I was just going to skim through it.
Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Did I miss 10 of stupid jokes? No, he hasn't shown up yet. At the event he does, it's very likely he will come up with one.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost.
Believe me, I'm just waiting on Santa to pop up with his corny jokes. He's got to be, he's got to have at least one more in him before this thing ends.
Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend. As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us. And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Khalees said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next. So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then? You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time. Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus, what brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Well, it only took you a couple of days to figure that out. Besides, you don't really lie if you don't have anything to say. And the only thing you say is like alchemy truly is fascinating every time I'm about to go ahead and craft a terrible artifact.
Huh? This is kind of sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-ar?
Talking about that horny person from Lewa?
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Yeah, that's definitely her.
Wait! So Ying-ar is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy.
Rewind about 5 seconds. Since when is perfume a serious topic? I guess potions and alchemy may help, but perfume, no, it's not exactly serious.
Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-ar's heart.
And at the event, see, even the dog's not even agreeing with you. But yeah, it's like, at the event she plays you for a fool, you're gonna look real stupid.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-ar?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-ar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-ar to Mondstadt.
And why? So she can come over here and be horny again?
But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-ar's love if I'm so selfish?
See, like the dog is no longer interested in this conversation. I think like he even has his back turned on you right now.
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying-ar? Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblumes, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person. I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
I think you're lying, but okay.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Like, you can't tell me from the day you were born until current day that you never once told a lie. That is a load of bull, and you know it.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie. Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three. Okay, Paimon will do the honors.
Besides, you want to go to one never lie based on that group right there that's in there. I think Klee would never lie. Same thing with Razor, because Razor's incapable of lying and Klee's a kid who doesn't have a reason to lie. She gets caught doing everything anyway.
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
Right.
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
I like how each of these 5 stars I don't have. Like, I have every 4-star here, but none of the 5 stars.
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
She's a Cleo C4. She pretty much does. Especially in Constellation 4, like when you do a burst, like she leaves the field and does like a huge percentage of like attack. It's like pyro damage or something like that. I'll have to read it again once this conversation is done with you guys.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
See here, you know how overpowered the other male Saiyans? I'm saying guys, also female Saiyans. Well, because female Saiyans, yeah, because you can technically make a like a thicker female Saiyan have max amount of like strike supers as well, because you can do that near a floor, and then you can link it with like a combo.
Oh, we know something about that.
What?
Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
This is it! We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy!
So grab hand can repeat. Yeah, pretty much. But, okay, but this is what I was talking about when I was talking about Klee earlier. Because I remember when she came out, and I was looking at her, no, it was on the summer event thing, where I was looking at her constellations and where I knew she was broken. Yeah, see, if Klee leaves the field during her burst, her leaving triggers an explosion that deals 555% of her attack as AoE pyro damage. This isn't even including this right here. Being hit by her elemental skill mines decreases the opponent's defense by 23% for 10 seconds. So you can literally do that, and then this. That's almost, it's like near instant death for the enemies. A lot of 5 stars I don't have. But then again, I had to skip to a lot of people to get her. Like, I had to skip all 5 of these people to get a character that's coming out in the State Debater soon. When I figured that out, like, I felt, I don't know, I felt annoyed, like, mostly. Wait, what the? Oh. For some reason it wasn't locked on. I'm not trying to do this. I've already done these like a while ago. If anything, I'm surprised I don't teach you about the new stuff like Virgin and like quick and a bunch of other stuff.
According to the map, it should be.
Where's that thing at?
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Okay.
Aw, I don't see any lanterns here.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something? Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it? Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening. Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you can't exactly ride on Paimon, Klee, or Mona, or Sucrose, or Kale. So the only person that's also the only person that's probably just as physically strong as Albedo here is a Traveler. How do you even set this up? Anyway, I'm overlooking it. Not overlooking it, like I'm overthinking it.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Clee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then... no. Could that person be...
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Clee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world, you can do it, Sucrose.
Yeah, I know. She just has to lie. Calm down a little bit.
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower. Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost. Kale, I hope you found your answer.
You mean the risky one?
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh? But...
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
That's another thing. Like, I'm surprised guy hasn't struck him down by now. That line is
Oh, alright.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
yeah, but Mona already knew. She just didn't quite put a finger on who it actually was, but she knew somebody was watching her.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
And you got caught.
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Actually, can I rewind? How'd you get up here? Because Timaeus here, like, he doesn't have wings, and he had to rely on someone else like Albedo to fly him up there. Like, you flew up there by yourself. I don't even think you even have wings.
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
Freaking Alice. I knew it was her again. This happened in the freaking summer event with her doing stuff like this.
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, okay, so okay, so this person is mimicking people that everybody is acquainted with in some way or another.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
See, like, Hezzy hears Alice. Mona, she hears the old hag. And I'm guessing if the traveler listens closely, he's gonna hear freaking, Aether or something.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years
Yeah,
since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Yeah, so it's just Alice pranking people again. She gonna wind up being a playable character. She gonna be a 4-star after all this nonsense.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
We would be if it wasn't for the other person who showed up.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Yeah, but I say, like, this event should have shown up on April Fool's, or the ending should have shown up on April Fool's. But they decided to do it before St. Patrick's Day, which I'll probably try to think of something, since I don't have a drawing lined up for that day.
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
If this story about to tell me is more than 10 minutes, you owe me some more Primo Gems.
heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animal Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Let's see here. Have you enjoyed tea party? People are praying with pass out. Well, the story wasn't too long, which is fortunate. I mean, like the other guy in the story got Thanos snapped, but...
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
I was unfortunately, like again, the cutscene wasn't too long, so that's good.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
You mean kind of like the Traveler's existence? I said, like, you should have showed up from the damn beginning then.
She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Okay, so she was in the okay, so apparently she was in the voice talking during one of the Sumeru things.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is Me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor.
Well, I'm thinking, like, with all these pranks and whatnot, I'm surprised you even fit that one who never liked it.
As for A Legend That Never Ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
Yeah, y'all do that like off screen or something.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
How long she gotta talk? I'm hoping she wraps it up very soon.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later.
Please don't.
I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
You see over there on the left, she clocked out. Rosaria, like she was tired of hearing it.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot.
And I wound up skipping dialogue and sending a link to the full conversation on YouTube or something.
Just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Is there anything up here? Anything of interest? Thought there'd be at least a chest up here or something. No, I went down, I didn't go up. Someone no one told me to fly back down. Like, how do you expect to get back down? Just thought about it. But yeah, hopefully this conversation wraps up quicker than normally, so I can get these 30 Primo Gems, so I can go back to Spiral Abyss and retry one more time. Because again, if I don't get the stars by the end of this particular stream, I have to do it off stream. As for the other events, I will automatically be doing those off stream, so I can add music to those.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
See here, by the way, how does she come back to T-Player Sky? I don't know. Like Alice is just.
I'm fine.
Alice is what Alice does, I guess.
Oh, a little glider sick. That's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that.
But it was also lengthy and time-wasting, and that's my Primo Gems.
But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
And again, that's not me saying I was doing everything only for Primo Gems. I do like the story of this game, but sometimes they go on and on.
Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme Blessing to be real, but...
Stop playing.
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help, if anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
Correction, Timaeus. It's not that we didn't get anything out of it, it's just that they didn't get anything out of it. You didn't. Because you wanted some other present from Leeway and everything.
But I'd say we we still learned something new.
Yeah, this guy's a simp.
Well, that aside, Timaeus,
And a
you still
compulsive
need to go to
liar.
Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me.
She doesn't get mad at
Now that
anybody.
I've come back to my senses, oh, I really don't know what I should do.
Well, pull your head out of your behind first.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh, there's Jinger now.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what it is. He acts like he's never seen a woman before.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
No.
I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
No, that's a bit extreme, but okay.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
He says young not to scared of girls.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date.
This is how they were going to grassland. Well, Sucrose doesn't necessarily get out often. You're gonna lie, she's a heavy introvert.
My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face.
Yeah, because she knows that he can't get her back with it.
But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do.
Well, I say, I've never been the most exciting person on the planet myself, but I've also never been called boring, so.
Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
You don't have to make every conversation about you, Paimon. Like, just have, just let them do their thing.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but
They're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animal Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course. Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it, and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari! Sino!
Here's Sino.
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
And there we go. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on him to show up and say some corny joke, but now you get the honors of bucking him in the head, Carrie, because this guy has had to let one more joke out.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you. Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I've already challenged him to a duel in TCG, and I beat his behind already. That's why I have his card.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
You already lost to me. What are you talking about?
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Huh? Kale has a gift for us?
Yeah! I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival. I made these bookmarks
you think you're gonna grab the hammer?
at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I was wondering where they went.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Alright, so that's done. And now I can pretty much plant these. Okay, so I can plant one in the teapot, while the other one I can use as the back of my card in TCG. He's a Johnny Fool's like that would have been the day for him to start pulling jokes and pranks, but no, he didn't want to do that. But you know what? If we're gonna do this, I need to do something real quick before I go back into Spiral Abyss. This is a temporary switch, so this way people don't go into my stuff talking about why do I have certain stuff for him or why does Yoimiya have certain stuff. He's getting a artifact switch. He's gonna have her set. But that's only because I don't need to rely too much on his burst. I only need to get the actual hit damage off. So where is it? One, two, and then this one need a hydro damage bonus. 3. This one I need to trade it for Dea's because they didn't have a lot of health. RT 9.3. Which one do I want to do? This one has the most damage of all of them. 75, 240. Yeah. Well, we'll do that. So now I have 695 Primo Gems. I can also do one boss run. I may get the boss run done first. Inazuma. No. Yeah. We'll do the boss run first. Let's go over to Mondstadt. I'm gonna just beat up Storm Terror for this. After that, then I can go over to that particular place. Despite the fact that Dea's did get a bit of a switch in her artifact, even though it was 1, I will still put her on my team. Because, again, she's the only character I need to boost friendship with. Like, literally. If it wasn't for the teapot, I'd probably have to get Kai out here too, but... So where are you?
What's that? Join you for a walk? Why not?
Okay. So again, all I have to do is just beat him up and then go back to Spiral Abyss. And to get at least 6 of the 9 stars so I can get an additional 50 Primo Gems. Me trying to get 9 of 9, that one is very, very likely going to be off stream. If I can do it at all. Check a notification, nothing there, just in case.
Bring it on. Let's get it on.
He's not dead? Okay. I'm a bit disappointed actually, he should have died, but you know what? I didn't do enough elemental combinations. I probably should have used Cookie as well. I actually really could have if I did that.
cascade. Tidal wave. Yeah.
This artifact is so terrible. Nothing but flat stats. What am I supposed to do with this one? Alright. We'll give Spar the Abyss one more run. Try to get we'll try to get 6 of 9. And then I'll call it. The next time I do stream this game, it'll likely be Day of Story Quest. Alright, Spar the Abyss. We're going for the rematch. Okay. But which one though? They're all equally annoying. How am I gonna do this? Okay, so I need fire for this one. If I'm gonna do this, oh hold on. No, wait, no. I don't need to lock any of my stuff because I was gonna switch stuff for D-loop. But as long as I can keep Bennett on the field. Okay. Well. I'm gonna try to get 3 stars on this one. So we're gonna need... First off, for this one we're gonna need Bennett. You... Bennett and... I need another pyro... Right. No, I really don't. Mini Kazuha. That's for you. I need ice. So we're gonna get Ganyu in here as well I can't speak, to distract him. Ganyu, as soon as I can find you. We're also going to need a healer. I use Sinyan only because of the, what do I want to say? The physical resistance debuff for the enemies. I will use Rosaria, but I don't have her Constellation 6 yet. again, I know I'm not going to be able to get 9 stars this one, so I'll just do this particular one first. Afterwards, when I do chambers 2 and 3, I could probably, what I say? Probably do those off camera.
You are coming was foretold, one with nature. The eternal oasis.
I'm trying to switch. Why are they letting me switch?
Wind strike. The eternal oasis.
Teamwork is... Nice and spicy. I'm going in.
As one with wind and cloud.
You're toast. That's gonna hurt in the more...
Okay, so that part's actually kind of easy.
The bond is strong.
Come on, come on.
Care for the demons.
Shut
with me. Blood of frost. Wrap. The show's only just begun.
Now you're testing my patience.
I'll settle this. Time to rock. This is long overdue.
Not done yet.
Send this now.
I'm getting sick of this game.
At least
Access denied.
we're here to watch.
We're waiting beg for mercy. Shudder. Don't run. Try till I'm there. Feel the beat. Born of ice and frost. Freeze to the core. Eye for an eye. Lightning terrified.
Yeah, how is still alive?
All hail.
The end is now.
Next on the agenda.
Okay, this one might be a problem. Okay. Just thinking about possibilities right now. It's just the second part that's more annoying than anything. The first part's fine. That I can get done.
You are coming was foretold. Where the eternal oasis. Adorn. Be still. The eternal oasis at long last.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand nice and spicy.
Wind strike. Cascade.
Bubba, get them. Eat this.
Be still. Alright, time to get serious.
Teamwork is...
Clouds high. The birds...
Okay, so as long as I can get that part done in a minute, I'll have 2 minutes to get this part done. Let me visit the comment. Spopovish should need to finish all 3 siblings, not especially to get the Babu phase. I mean, judging by all of his nerfs, I mean, yeah, it would probably be necessary, but the thing is, as long as he's hitting survivors, it can also get meter that way as well. So even when he's hitting a survivor a couple of times, with, of course, Yamu, and then finishes him off, he can gain over half of his thing.
Blaze over. Born of ice.
Come on, come on.
I don't care for a dance. Dance with me. Beg for mercy. Out of my way. Blood of frost. The show's only just begun.
Is that all you've got?
I can fix this. Not born of ice and frost. At least I'm getting you were here to watch.
Where's the last person at? What the? How are you alive?
Power core.
Like, how are you alive right now?
Shudder. More speed.
Meet again.
No touching. All hail. Dragonte. I'll settle this. Vengeance will be mine. Rack and ruin.
All life will perish. Annihilate.
Born of ice and frost.
Will come.
Beg for mercy.
Now, how do I kill both of these guys in 20 seconds?
This is long overdue. Didn't see that coming. No touching.
The end is nigh.
Someone must have had a good laugh while making this thing, huh? I gotta leave this for now. Maybe instead of Sinyan, I may have to bring Fischl along. I'm gonna have to really strategize if I want to get the first part done, which is annoying. Well, actually, for that particular part, the other part's fine. It's just this one to strategize on. So it's not the energy's too low. With that challenge, we got. Like they actually found a way to make this more annoying than the last one, which is dang near impossible. But they found a way. They always do for this game. So I need you, Bennett, and you. Well, as for this one, I need Eula, Gagne for the distraction. I need Fischl and Cookie. Got enough energy. That's the thing, like with that particular line. I don't know why they say that when sometimes they don't even have enough energy. That line should literally come only when they have enough energy. Like last time, I remember draining like one person and they said we got enough energy. If I was like, I wasn't even halfway there yet. The other thing I hate about that game, despite the fact I like the game, it's like, it's Cell. It's just some of his voice things. Sometimes he'll sound like perfect Cell even though he's in first form. And then sometimes it'll sound like second form when he's in perfect form. That mess is annoying.
find the day.
Your coming was foretold.
It's the fire!
Where the
Everybody
eternal oasis.
As one with wind and cloud.
Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad. The eternal oasis. Long lives.
Hear the final.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is
Goba,
No, get your behind back over here. Come here. Fight me.
Cascade.
you're toast! Nice and spicy!
everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Let's light it up!
Okay, so I did that around the same time as last time, which is good.
Our bond is strong. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. Care
By
for
royal
a dance?
decree.
More spell. Crush!
Cheers to the core.
Be a good audience, won't you? At least you were here to watch us.
As you wish, me.
Lightning terrified!
Dissipate. Access denied. Shudder. Touche. Crush.
Diary, God. Hey.
Wings of darkness, come! For Rex Lapis! I summon thee!
Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. The odds are...
Odds revealed by... I'll settle this! Stand with me! Midnight, fantastic!
No touching. I'll be back.
Are you serious right now? This is annoying. I look like a freaking die again.
All hail. Born of ice and frost.
Midnight Phantasma.
Out of my way!
No touching.
By royal decree...
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, simultaneously getting called. Hold on. I'm not going to beat this in time. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave in 15 minutes to do something. I'm not sure what though. But I'm gonna try to get this done within these 15 minutes. And I know I can too. These enemies are so freaking annoying. It's gonna be a little bit tough on me.
Your coming was foretold.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Going in! Eat this!
Bloom as the flowers in Gurabad.
Me getting knocked back is exactly why.
Time to go.
Nice and spicy!
Teamwork is tricky.
Be still.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Let's light it up.
You're toast!
I'm going in.
That time I was 2 seconds off. Yeah, freezer's damage, yeah, that's also pretty inconsistent as well. Maybe a couple of voice line fixes in that game would do us some good.
As you wish, mate.
Dissipate!
Access denied. Blaze over.
Use all of them.
Crush. Care for a
Blood of
dance.
frost.
Dance with me.
I condemn you.
Be a good audience, won't you?
Not done yet.
At least you
On,
were
reveal. A bond is strong. Shudder. More speed.
crush.
Rack and ruin.
We'll meet.
Shadow Raven. Born of ice and frost. All hail. Dead with me. Beg for mercy. I'll settle this. Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Access denied.
Resistance is futile. The end.
Crush. Born of ice and frost. Out of my way. This is long overdue. By royal decree. Come on. Focus. Shudder. Shadow Raven. Eye for an eye. Access denied.
The end will come. Surging tide.
I can fix this.
This is annoying.
The end is not.
I have to think. Taking every possibility right now. I may have to bring Tainari out instead of Official. I may have to bring Tainari. No, I thought I had to do so much strategizing against these guys. Any challenge, bring Tainari out. Try and do this fast too, because I got somewhere to go after this. So let's see here. You, Bennett. This is the wrong order. We'll do that one. Then you, and Bennett, and you. This one is going to be, of course, Eula. Going to be, of course, Ganyu. But we're going to bring you. We're going to bring Tainari. I need a lot of distractions in order to beat this guy. That's the other thing. I don't have like these here are terrible.
Mind the day.
Your coming was foretold. The eternal
One with wind and cloud.
The wind bloom as the flowers in Gurabad. The eternal
Desolation.
Everybody stand.
wind strider.
Be still.
You're toast. I'm the fry. Teamwork is
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strider.
Okay, that's the fastest time I've done it. Okay. Now I got a couple more seconds to work with. Now I need to all I need to do is just distract them with Tainari's elemental skill.
Born of ice and frost. All hail.
Our bond is strong.
Careful, dance.
Freeze to the core. I condemn you.
Be a good audience, won't you?
I'll uproot you. One with the forest.
Crush.
Not done yet.
Shudder. Beg for mercy.
At least you were here to lift.
Eye for an eye. No touching.
Enshroud. I hear everything.
Shudder. Blood of frost. Rack and ruin. Access denied. Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapid. Out of my way. Dissipate.
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see.
No touching.
The end is nigh. The end will come.
Born of ice and frost. Our bond is strong.
One with the forest.
Beg for mercy. Access denied. Healthy body.
It's like I had to hit both of them. I had to find a way to hit both of them while doing this. I have to do this in 6 minutes. If I can't do it here, then I have to do it off stream. Again, this is not me giving up or anything. Me trying to get this thing done. But again, in about 6 minutes, I have somewhere to be. But I don't know where.
The death coming was foretold. Fallen leaves, adorn.
Going in.
Bloom as the flowers in Guravan. I may have overestimated.
Let's light it up. Nice and spicy.
Wind strider.
Everybody stand.
Cascade.
Let's light it. You're toast.
Wind strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
I can do it in less time. Alright, here's the Yatos burst. Then I need to use Bennett's.
Mind you, your coming was foretold.
Wait.
The
Everybody stand.
eternal oasis.
Nice and spicy.
Fallen leaves. Adorn. The eternal oasis at long last.
I'm going in.
Wind strider.
At the right hip.
Be still.
Nice and spicy. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
Okay. I'm trying to think of whose brilliant idea was to do this, but...
This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Care for the dance?
Freeze to the core.
Dance with me!
Eye for an eye.
Be a good audience, won't you?
Lightning terrified.
I hear everything. One thing after another.
I'm getting sick. Beg for mercy. Good grief. Crush.
That one's taking too long. I gotta get the other two first. This is gonna be my final attempt doing this. If I can't get it here, I'll have to close out the stream. Again, it's not me giving up. This is me literally having to do something, and I'll come back to it. But believe me, this looks like it's definitely going to be something I have to do off stream, because this is taking me off by a lot.
The devil coming was foretold.
Actually, unfortunately, I have to go now. I do want to get this thing done though, believe me. But I can't do it on stream. I gotta go somewhere. But for those who did watch this particular stream for over 3 hours, thank you for watching. I will see you guys later at the event. I do something for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Though from the looks of it, it might be Mortal Kombat, since they always got St. Patrick's Day towers and a bunch of stuff like that. And I might also play Breakers, since that'll be the 50th live stream I do.
It does actually rain in the desert on occasion.
I'm also going to have to lock my stuff in case anybody goes looking through my stuff asking why I have the stuff I do.
It's always a lot heavier than this.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.